everyone, welcome back to Little Miss Lorraine. I have a super exciting video for you today. You may have noticed over on Instagram I've been sharing quite a few outfit posts lately. Most of these posts have included items from my handmade wardrobe, so I thought why not take the opportunity to show you my current handmade wardrobe and also just a little update on what I'm planning to add to my wardrobe as well. So if that's something that you think you'd be interested in, then just keep watching. I first started sewing my own clothes around about 3 years ago. The first thing I ever made was this Cocoa top by Tilly Walnes, aka Tilly and the Buttons. If you've never heard of Tilly, she does fantastic beginners patterns. All of her patterns come with full photo instructions, and she also includes full instructions on her blog as well, so easy to follow, perfect beginners project. I made this 3 years ago and I still wear it today, so it's quality. It's a navy and white stripe, just basic tee with a rounded bottom on it. Super easy, hardly takes any time to sew. I really want to make a couple more of these, but I just haven't had a chance, so they're definitely on my to-do list. But if you're looking for a quick beginner's project, this one is definitely for you. Next up is this fur vest that I'm actually wearing today. I wanted a fur vest for ages and I could just never find one that was the right colours and the fabrics or the right size, so Mum and I went to Spotlight and decided we'd make one. Well, I decided that I'd make one, and then Mum helped me. She ended up sort of finishing this off for me just because it got a little bit complicated towards the end, but it's made out of this gorgeous fur. I love the colours on this. I just think they're absolutely gorgeous, and there's just nothing like this in the shops. It's also got a clasp on it and it's fully lined inside, so that was the trickiest bit, which is why Mum ended up finishing it off for me. You wouldn't think it would be that hard, but it is actually quite complicated. So I love this vest. It can sort of transition autumn, winter, spring, so perfect for a number of seasons. I love it. I wear it over jeans, I wear it over leggings, so totally versatile. You can dress it up, you can dress it down, so something that I wear all the time. Next up is my most recent addition to my handmade wardrobe. It's this gorgeous mustard circle vest. These are really in this year, and as soon as I saw this fabric at Spotlight, I knew exactly what I wanted to make out of it. These are really easy. There's actually no sewing in this at all. You can finish off the edges if you need to, but because this is made out of a double knit, it doesn't fray. So as long as you cut straight, you won't need to do any sewing for this. It's literally one big circle with 2 small holes cut in it for armholes. Really, really easy. I only used about 1 meter of this, so it wasn't very expensive either. I really wanted one of these to pair with jeans and a white top for something a bit more casual, and then for something a bit more dressed up, just a full black top and leggings underneath. So I get so many comments when I wear this, and it was the easiest thing that I actually have made in my wardrobe. So if you are a beginner and you're looking for something to start with, this is definitely a great project for you. I'll link down to the tutorial that I used in the description box below so that you can follow along with that. Keeping on the theme of vests, on the same day I bought this gorgeous material to make a waterfall vest. Really flattering. I love this vest because I can wear it over anything. It's a great layering piece, so I'll be able to get wear out of it in winter, spring, summer, all of that. It's made out of this gorgeous material. I'm not actually sure what it's called. I didn't keep the receipt, so but I love it. It's such a pretty colour. It's a stone colour and it's got some gorgeous fleck in there. Really missing really good layering pieces, so I've been trying to think ahead and work out some layering pieces I can add to my wardrobe, because you can wear them all year round. You're not restricted to wearing them just in summer or just in winter, so definitely a good addition to my wardrobe. Next up is this waterfall cardigan, and it's got the gorgeous drape down the front, and then I've just added sleeves into this. Really, really easy. This material is absolutely gorgeous. It's actually from a place called Tessuti Fabrics, which, if you've never heard of them, they're not in South Australia. I think they're only in Sydney and Melbourne. They have the most gorgeous fabrics there. It's amazing. They are quite expensive though, but every now and again they run these competitions where you can make clothing out of some fabric that they put up at a special price, and whoever makes the best thing gets to win a prize. So I actually got this for $10 a metre, which is ridiculously cheap for what it is, and that's because they had one of these competitions on. So it's a black, and I would say you would call this a natural colour, and it goes with everything. I can dress it up, I can dress it down, I wear it to work. It's yeah, just a perfect layering piece. Again, can wear it in winter, spring, that sort of thing. So versatile, and I love the stripe. It's absolutely gorgeous. Next up, I've got probably one of my favourite pieces that I've made. This was actually a combination of a couple of patterns. So it was a bit of a trial and error thing, so I did have to make a few adjustments once I'd made this because it wasn't quite right. But this is my Megan Clementi combination. So both of these patterns are by Tilly Wallens, and they're found in her book Love at First Stitch, which highly recommend if you're a beginner, intermediate sewer, any level. The top of this is the Megan dress, and the bottom of this is the Clementi skirt. I had to take a lot of the material out of the skirt because when I made it following the instructions, because this is made out of like a canvas, it was really puffy and not what I wanted. So I did have to bring the sides in, and I also had to just adjust the front darts as well because I made the top a bit longer. But the pattern in this is so cute. I found a pin on Pinterest that I sort of took inspiration from, and whilst this is not the same as the pin that I got it from, it is a similar style. So yeah, this is navy and cream, and it's got these cute little puff sleeves. It's got an invisible zip down the back. So with this dress, this was the first dress that I used my proper invisible zipper foot with, and I cannot tell you how much easier it made my life doing that. I actually attempted to put this zip in with just a normal zipper foot, which you can do with an invisible zipper, but it's not as easy as just having your invisible zipper foot. So the invisible zipper foot really does make it invisible. So I definitely recommend you investing in one of them if you are going to be making clothing, because a lot of clothes do have zips in them. So I love this dress. I would actually prefer to wear this in winter with stockings and boots, because I just feel like it looks better because it's sort of the colours in it. If I was more tanned, maybe it would work a bit better without them, but I really love wearing this in winter. Again, I get heaps of comments about it, and I am really happy with how it's turned out. Next up is another top from Tilly and the Buttons. You may have noticed by now that I quite like her patterns. This is the Matilde blouse, I think that's how you say it. I made out of this really cute spotty material. Tilly actually made one out of spots like this, and I just fell in love with it, so I knew I wanted to find some fabric that would work. It's got super cute puff sleeves, and I decided to add the wooden buttons down the back, which I'm pretty sure Tilly does on hers too. I just think it looks really cute. I could have done black, but I think it's nice having the contrast. So it's gathered at the front where the yoke is, which I really love. There are two variations to this pattern, so you can either do gathers or you can do tucks. Now I actually made another practice one which had the tucks on it, and I didn't like it as much. With tucks you have to make sure they're quite perfect, otherwise they don't look good. So obviously with practice I would get better at them, but I actually prefer the gather on this anyway. So I really actually want to make another one of these, so I might see if I can find some other material that would suit. Again, it's got the sort of puffy sleeves, and it's a bit drapey, so I can either wear this with pants underneath untucked, or it looks really nice tucked into a skirt. So I wear this one to work because it sort of lends itself to more of a work top. But I love the spots. I especially love the wooden buttons. I will link below where I got them from. And yeah, versatile. I can wear it with the jacket, although it does look better by itself just because you can see all of the gorgeous sleeve detail on this one. This is my Mesa dress. Now I know that I said my Megan Clementi combination is probably my all-time favourite. This is definitely a very close second or equal third. Really easy dress to make, like seriously so simple. I've got some material that I want to make a couple more of these out of, so hopefully I'll have time to make them soon. This was all done on the overlocker, which is the first time I've ever used an overlocker, or a serger if you're not in Australia, to make clothing, and it was not as easy as using the sewing machine just because I'm used to using a sewing machine, but sewing it with the overlocker just straight up is just so much easier. So I'm hoping that the more I do it, the better I'll get at it. But it's a cute little shift dress. It's got these little sleeves on there. This pattern is so gorgeous. My mum actually picked out this for me. And at first, like, I loved it, but I was a bit like, not sure about the little florals on there. But they're so cute, and you would not believe how many comments I get on this dress. It is amazing. And it's so comfortable. This material is so gorgeous. I think it's called an interlock jersey, maybe. So it's sort of silky, and it just feels so nice when it's on. It's just one of those dresses that I can just chuck on just to go anywhere. So I wore it a lot in summer over the weekend. I wear it to work a lot, and I have actually worn this to work with stockings, and it looks really nice too. So that's why I want to make a couple more of these. Like I said, really quick, really easy. Probably took me less than an hour to make, not counting doing the pattern and cutting out everything, but yeah, probably less than an hour to put together, and I just love the way that it fits. It's super cute. It is supposed to have slits down the bottom and sort of curve a bit, sort of similar to the Coco top, but I had a little bit of a fight with my sewing machine, so I didn't include them in this dress. But I don't think it takes anything away from the dress, but it's definitely something I'll try and include on my next. Last but definitely not least, probably one of my proudest achievements so far, because I kind of just made it up as I went along, is this skirt. So the pattern, can we just talk about the pattern for a minute? So stunning. As soon as I saw this fabric, I just knew that I had to have it. The coral colour in it here is just one of my favourite colours. So I actually bought the material before I knew what I was going to do with it, which I don't usually do, so that was a big step for me. I had made a box pleat skirt, which doesn't fit me anymore, but I wasn't really a huge fan of the box pleat. It is boxy, which, you know, the name kind of suggests, but I wanted something a little bit more flowy, so I chose to do knife pleats for this skirt instead, which were really, really easy. It was just working out how wide to make it and working out how big you're going to make your knife pleats as to how long your material would be. And I might do a bit of a tutorial on this soon, because I've got some material that I want to make another skirt out of this for. So it's got the waistband, it's got an invisible zip, which I actually didn't do quite correctly, but I've sort of fixed it with a snap closure instead, but next time it would just be the zip all the way up. So it's really cute, it fits really nicely, and you see how it sort of flares out. So it's got the pleat and then it just goes down to the skirt, so it's really flattering. I can wear it with black, I can wear it with white, I can wear it with heels, I can wear it with stockings and boots. So I get a lot of wear out of this and a lot of comments about this just because of the material, but I absolutely love it. It adds a bit of colour to an outfit, and like I said, now that I've done it, it will be easy to make. It was just a little bit hard to work out the knife pleats and how big to do them, etc. So really proud with how this skirt's turned out actually, and I'll definitely make some more. So that was my handmade wardrobe. It doesn't include absolutely everything that I've made, because there's some stuff that I don't wear anymore, there's some stuff that doesn't fit me, and this video would have gone on forever if I'd done everything. But I hope it's given you a little bit of an insight and maybe inspired you to make your own clothes. I'll put a link in the description box below to a blog post about it, so you can actually see close-up pictures of all of the pieces. And I will be doing videos now for each piece that I make, just to keep you updated with progress and how everything's going. And just a little sneak peek at what's to come. I'm currently making this Bruyere shirt from Deer & Doe. It is such a pretty shirt, but it is a little bit harder than I thought, but it's out of this gorgeous flannelette, and it's sort of like my take on a flannelette shirt. So I'm really excited to see how this turns out. It is looking pretty cute at the minute, but it's just getting into a little bit tricky territory now. So I'm actually going to have a video showing how I made the whole thing, just as a bit of a sew along. So if you're interested, make sure you subscribe to see that. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!